Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about this beat Neil Young, Carnegie Hall 1970, where he performed at Carnegie Hall. In 1970, there was another band I know that performed there a year after that, I should say. In 19, when was it? 1971? I believe 1971, Chicago, also another popular rock band, performed at Carnegie Hall in 1971, the next year. Trying to think of, because there were so many other popular artists and bands that performed at Carnegie Hall. Another one, like I said, the one band that comes to mind is Chicago, who performed there in 1971. They would release an album later that year, which was Chicago Live at Carnegie Hall. Trying to think, I can't even think of other bands or artists. Obviously, there were so many artists and bands that performed at Carnegie Hall. So, going back to this album here, so Neil Young, Carnegie Hall 1970. On this one, it's just Neil Young on guitar, so pretty much acoustic guitar, harmonica, piano, vocals. So it starts off with, so there's two CDs to this. So all together there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 22 songs all together. So it starts off with Down by the River, Cinnamon Girl, I Am a Child, Expecting to Fly, The Loner, Wandering, Helpless, Southern Man, Nowadays Clancy Can't Even Sing, Sugar Mountain. On CD2 is On the Way Home, Tell Me Why, Only Love Can Break Your Heart, Old Man, After the Gold Rush, Flying on the Ground is Wrong, Cowgirl in the Sand, Don't Let It Bring You Down, Birds, Bad Fog of Loneliness, Ohio, See the Sky About to Rain, and the very last song is Dance, Dance, Dance. So there's the back of it. So if you're like a Neil Young fan, this is definitely a great album to check out. So like this was released 2021. Like a lot of artists do, they record things, like record concerts, and then years down the road decide to release it on CD, like the one I talked about a while back, Chicago Live. Where did they perform? There was one I done, Chicago, I can't remember, which was live in 1971. I'm not sure exactly, I can't remember which one it is, but they decided to release it years later down the road. So they already had it recorded, but they decided to release it years down the road, which some artists and bands do. But like I said, like this was recorded at Carnegie Hall, New York City on December 4th of 1970. Yeah, I found it was a great album. Here's all the songs there. Like I said, there's lots of songs. Did I say 23 or 24 songs? But great album. If you're a fan of Neil Young, definitely this is one to check out. And the thing I like about Neil Young too, he's which maybe some people know, he's a Canadian. Definitely very popular. Became very popular like around, I think it was like the early 70s. Very popular. Before that, he played with other bands like Buffalo Springfield. I'm trying to think of other bands he played with back in the 60s. I know Buffalo Springfield. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then later on it became Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Obviously, there was other bands he played before that, but those two come to mind, which would be Buffalo Springfield, which he played, and also, I believe, Stephen Stills was in that band at the same time he was. And then later on, around, I think it was 69, when Crosby, Stills, and Nash formed around 69. I think he joined the band around sometime after probably their debut album came out that year. And he would do a couple albums. He would do the next album, Deja Vu, in 1970 with them. And then I believe they had a live album. He done that. Maybe another live album he done with them, I believe. But yeah, going back to this album, great album. Like if you're a fan of Neil Young, definitely worth checking out. So go through the songs again, then I'm going to finish it off. So it starts off with Down by the River, Cinnamon Girl, I am a child, expecting to fly, The Loner, Wandering, Helpless, Southern Man. Nowadays, Clancy can't even sing. Sugar Mountain, On the Way Home, Tell Me Why, Only Love Can Break Your Heart, Old Man, After the Gold Rush, Flying on the Ground is Wrong, Cowgirl in the Sand, Don't Let It Bring You Down, Birds, Bad Fog of Loneliness, Ohio, See the Sky About to Rain. The very last song is Dance, Dance, Dance. Here's the back. So yeah, I found it was a great album. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for every single one of you support me. Greatly appreciate it for that one. I might do another video next, depending. I'm not sure. Might do 3 today. But anyways, let me know what you think, and thank you so much for every single one of you support me. Greatly appreciate for that one. So thank you so much, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and have a good day, and bye.